Is it really that easy to make $7.44 every 30 seconds? This video claims that you can make this much with only one website. I will be trying out this challenge for myself to see if it is really possible and how much money I can make with this side hustle. My target to complete this challenge will be 1 hour only. In this hour, I have to make as much money as I possibly can so I can cash it out at the end of the challenge. I will be showing you the full process of this side hustle method so that you can have a go yourself and see if it really works. Before we get into the video, according to this website, most members can earn an extra $50 to $200 a month with not that much effort. So let's see how much I can make. Now the first step is to create an account on Swagbucks. The account is free to join, so there are no fees when you sign up. Now the method that he talks about in the video to make $7.44 every 30 seconds is by watching videos on the website, and you'll be able to do this by going to Add Send Media on the menu. Now if you click on the videos tab, we are meant to see a collection of videos that we can just watch and gain points from them. However, as you can see here, there is only one video to watch, so I decided to take a different route and to earn points by completing surveys. Now a lot of these surveys are really easy to do, they just require your own time to complete them, but you can still earn quite a chunk of these points which will then convert to real money, so it's essentially like watching the videos but instead you're doing surveys. And so I started the countdown for 1 hour and I jumped right into my first survey. Now you can see on the screen some footage of the surveys that I managed to complete. Some of these surveys were quite lengthy and lasted for a total of 15 or 30 minutes each, but these surveys also gave me the highest return because it enabled me to earn at least 30 points. Now I mixed the method up and also completed surveys that were only 5 minutes long because it was a bit tiring to keep on answering so many questions, and I wanted to power through this 1 hour that I have as quickly as possible. Now these smaller surveys would usually bring me anywhere from 5 to 10 points, and a lot of these surveys were pretty easy to understand and fill out. Some of the topics varied, but you would usually see lifestyle topics come up more often than others, and it was also quite handy to just click through the multiple choice questions, as that allowed me to complete the surveys much faster. Now in the space of 15 minutes, I was already able to make 24 points, which is not that bad. But that does mean that I only made 24 cents, and I needed to speed up the process as time was ticking. I also noticed that I was sometimes not able to complete surveys on the platform after having done a few. You will see that I ran into a problem here where it says that I am not qualified for any surveys at this time, and I am assuming that that just means that there are no more surveys for me to fill out. So this platform knows exactly what it is doing, as it prevents you from constantly filling out survey after survey, and that means that they can put a cap on how much you can maximize for your total earnings. I am now 30 minutes into the challenge and I have made a total of 86 points. This has tripled since my last progress update, so you can see that things are starting to pick up. I am now only left with the remainder 30 minutes of the hour, and I want to be able to get at least 100 points, which equals to $1. I did stumble into some of these messages from Swagbucks where they recommended me surveys that would be suited for me based on my previous answers. However, some of them really were not worth my time in doing. Take this one as an example. I would only earn 2 points for this survey, which would take me 14 minutes to complete. That is the equivalent of making only 2 cents for a quarter of an hour. So I decided to ignore those messages and pick the surveys that I thought were worth doing. So for my results, how much have I actually been able to make on this website in just 1 hour? I managed to earn a total of 159 points, which is the equivalent to $1.59, as each 100 points equals $1. Now if I were to do this for an average of 4 hours a day, I could roughly make $6.36, and that is not even the equivalent to an hourly wage. If you bear in mind that working 1 hour in the UK could roughly bring you in $10 an hour depending on your age, and if I were to work for 4 hours in a part-time job, it would bring me in roughly $40. Now I would say that using Swagbucks to make money would only be a good idea if you currently don't have a job and you have lots of free time or extra time. Now there is a lot of work that you do have to put into this platform and you don't really receive high returns. I went to redeem my rewards after the challenge, but most of the offers would not allow me to do so, as it had a minimum requirement of 1,000 points that were needed. So if you are thinking about trying this out for yourself, make sure that you have enough time to be able to complete all of these surveys as they are not that easy to do.